Brought up in a Christian setup, Tony Kinyanjui is a young upcoming musician with a dark past.
My drug of choice was marijuana and alcohol. I remember I started when I was 15. Drugs nilianza nikiwa young sana. And my darkest year in addiction was in 2012 when I was in college.
Tattoos all over his body are a reminder of his lifestyle. With only 4 years into drugs, he became totally dependent on alcohol and marijuana. His parents couldn't sit and watch anymore their son dosed in drugs.
So, and besides sleeping in cell, pia home nilikuwa nimeleta shida. I would fight with my brothers, no peace at home. My relatives, they will feel very sorry for our family. Neighbors, friends, they will feel like they're losing someone.
And we didn't know what the problem was. First we thought it is bullying. Then later we thought it is actually us who are not reaching out. And we tried to reach out even more to him, but he kept on keeping the distance.
His dad intervened by forcefully taking him to a rehabilitation center, a move that Tony was against. In his first few months at Jog's Arc Center, he was a bad influence to his colleagues. One day, he tried escaping, but his plans flopped.
And he was presented to us at the center. And to begin with, he was taking 11 pills just to calm him down, just to keep him in relationship with others. But I think he had this attitude that scares you, and you are wondering, where will I start with this an individual? And you know that case that really scares a counselor, then I think it's quite a complicated one.
I was the most rebellious and the most defiant. You know, I was the kind of person to incite people. What are you doing here? This is our lives, you know. But I can only acknowledge God for the change of heart, you know. Because, you know, even my book in rehab, there's somewhere I wrote, you can change my mind, but you can't change my heart. No, I was that defiant.
Gradually, through the rehab sessions, Tony started to change. According to his counselor, his exposure to the recovery curricula has shaped Tony back to his senses. But despite this development, a great challenge lies in getting Tony and many more like him back to the society.
I actually faced that a lot, even on social media. People would mock me, you know. Even people will call me cheese, you know, will say this, you went mad, that's why you went to rehab. Because that's the perception people have out here, that rehab is for mad people, you know. So it's something that I've actually had to deal with the help of my one-on-one counselor.
Jogs has come up with a way of eliminating discrimination and stigma that comes with integration of recovering addicts. Alex Kangede, the administrator of the center, a recovered addict himself, says that one of the greatest challenges is reintegrating his clients back to the society.
At times transfer them to what we call a halfway house or a sober house. The purpose of this sober house is reintegration back to the community. One of the things that I've come to realize is that many of the people who come to rehab after 3 months, they have a lot of fear and anxieties, not knowing what to expect.
It was at rehab that he discovered his talent in music. Tony has, however, taken up the challenge and is currently carrying out national campaigns to eliminate discrimination for recovering addicts through his music. But for the grace of God, me and drugs broke so I'ma go ahead and make a statement. I lost it when I was 15. Nice me and my big dreams. Told them that the life I chose.
So my music, or rather my message, not only does not intend to reach out to people in active addiction, but also people who've left rehab like me. Maybe they're 1 year in recovery, 2 months, 1 month, and also clients in rehab.
Recovery is not an event, it's a process.
As I was told by one of my counselors in Jogs, is that the friends that we had there from rehab are the safest to keep. You know, because you've been there together, they know. Because, you know, in rehab, you have there's that one common problem that you all have.
Jog's ARC Center is just one of the many rehabs that are out to help addicts recover. However, the community has a greater role to play to see to it that recovering addicts do not relapse. And thanks to people like Tony, who is now a role model for those who have traveled this journey of recovery. Tony will be back in college in 2014, a revived person. Henry Minor, GBS News.
Nakada came through the year 2012. Nakada saw me through like Optimus Prime. My life transformed, I call that changing.